It's your girl V, the V Mix. I am here on Radio on Fire. You can catch me Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 12. I want to first thank my last Saturday guest, DJ P Skills. Thank you so much for coming out. We had a great show. I want y'all to get familiar with his ugly sweater party this December the 21st. $5 with a donation, $10 without a donation. Make sure y'all go and cop y'all ugly sweaters. I think I have one. If not, I think I'm definitely going to go and buy one or make one or do something like that. But again, he's on IG at DJP Skills, and that's SKYLLZ. So get familiar with my boy DJP Skills. And I also want to let y'all know right now I am an ambassador for Mira's Lighthouse. So I want y'all to get familiar with Mira's Lighthouse. She is on IG as well. Not only do she do extensions and do the strips for the lashes, she has bundles, and I know ladies is very popular with the lashes and the bundles and the hair. So I want y'all to get familiar with Mira's Lighthouse. She's very familiar. Reasonable, I should have said. She's very reasonable. So hit her up on IG at Mira Lighthouse, and that's spelled MIRROR, like, you know what I'm saying, Mira Lighthouse, okay? So go on IG. I'm the ambassador, so thank y'all for joining me today. I have my good friend Easy Jackson in the building. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what's going on?
Thank you for coming. You know, it's your first time, like, kind of really on my show.
Yeah.
Because you was on it with Miss Dana, but
right.
Shout out to Miss Dana.
That wasn't your show.
That wasn't my
this
show.
Is the V Mix.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
hyped.
Yes.
I'm
That's
hyped.
what's up. That's what's up. So I just wanted to say, congratulations on all your endeavors.
Thank you.
Being one of the people that a lot of people come to in the community to talk and hold conversations with, get your thoughts. A big influence in music. How long now have you been doing music? Because when I first met you, you was always doing music.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it had
yeah.
to be before then.
Yeah, I mean, I would say seriously now, probably about 12, 13 years, like serious.
Serious.
Like,
okay.
you know, it was always like fun, you know
All
what
right.
I mean? But like, far as like putting out projects and stuff like that, probably about 12 years.
So when I met you, was it fun or was it serious?
Yeah, when we met, it was definitely fun. Like,
okay.
that was we were still in high school, so like, you know, just that was just fun, man.
Yeah. All right. So right now you have is on Soul Cannon. That's your digital album.
Yeah, my band Soul Cannon. We just dropped the album in October, self-titled, and it's going all right. People are digging it. We got a couple good reviews, and hoping to go on the road with it soon.
13 tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said you've been with Soul Cannon for how long now?
Yeah, 12 years. That's why I say that's about when I started getting serious about music. When we started rocking together.
Okay.
So I was doing Soul Cannon for a while, and then we had a period where it wasn't that much. We weren't doing much. Like, our drummer had moved to New York. Our original drummer, Nathan Elmanville, he moved to New York, and so I started doing solo stuff.
Okay.
Because we were getting hit up to do shows and stuff, and you know, we couldn't do them. So I was already working, so I was always doing my own solo shit. So so we never like split up as a band. We had like this little kind of gray area period, and then we got our drummer now, Charles Wilson. He joined like a couple years ago.
Okay. For the people who don't know, can you tell them who's a part of your band?
Yeah, Soul Cannon is John Burkholz on keys, Matt Frizzell on guitar, and Charles Wilson on drums, and me on the vocals.
You prefer doing live performances?
Yeah, I love doing live performances. Like, that's my shit. Cause I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that's the way you kind of keep one of the ways we keep the culture alive and keep like music alive is doing live shows, you know what I mean? And when people come out to see you, you get to give them a different feel, you know what I mean? You get to give them like that raw energy right there. So that's one of my favorite things is performing live.
As an artist, do you feel that every artist, or I would say hip hop artist or rap artist or trap artist, to be able to do a freestyle on the spot?
I don't know. I don't think that everybody should be able to do a freestyle. I think that I think it's a lost art, and I think more people should try it. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I don't feel like you gotta be able to freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the greatest freestyler in the world. I love doing it though because it's it's part of the art form, it's the culture, and it's it's always interesting to see what you come up with off the top of your head. You know what I mean? So for me, it's fun, but I don't feel like everybody has to do it. It ain't for everybody.
All right. So what are you listening to besides Soul Cannon? What are you listening to? What's on your playlist right now?
I started listening to the boy Flip De Niro yesterday.
Okay.
But I'm always listening to Baltimore music. Shout out to Mike Even. Mike Even was tuning in earlier. Icon of God. Locust, who's a young dude. He's going to be on my Dirty Christmas show.
Okay.
Dirty Christmas I do every year. This is the 4th year. And it's basically like a fuck Christmas party. Like
it's a party.
Yeah, it's a party, but it's like
a performance.
Kind of making fun of Christmas. You know what I mean? Like not really. It's not. It's a party, but it's not really like. You don't have to be all holiday. You know what I mean? Anyway, Locust is playing that. I've been listening to him. Amnia Azar, she's playing the show. I've been listening to her. I really like listening to a lot of Baltimore music. President Davo, Moose, Roger G. Tay, Manhunter Izzy. I like all their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you feel good about the state of DMV music, the state of Baltimore music.
Tate Cobain. Tate's still one of my favorites. Yeah.
So it's in a good space.
Yeah.
So your views on. Wait. You said something about this Dirty Christmas party. Let's talk about that. You said that's the fourth. You said the fourth annual.
Fourth year. Yeah.
Fourth year. Let's get into that
December
real quick.
29th.
Okay.
December 29th, Metro Gallery. We got Flying Dog Brewery is sponsoring it. So if you donate a coat, you get a free Flying Dog Bloodline, which is one of my favorite IPAs.
Okay.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna have the performances, a couple other surprises. Shout out DJ XL. DJ XL is gonna play.
Do it cost?
It's actually early bird tickets are $5 right now. Today's the last day to get early bird tickets.
All right.
And then it's $10 and then $15 at the door.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get a couple tickets today.
Okay.
Even if I come.
Cool.
I think I'm coming, but I'm just saying, even if I don't come, I'm gonna buy some tickets today.
Oh, all right. Thanks.
All right. So, if they want to get with you to get the tickets, can you drop your contact information real quick?
Yeah, Easy Rider. You can email me at wewanteasy@gmail.com. You can also go to the Facebook event page. It's Easy Jackson's Dirty Christmas, or Easy Jackson's 4th annual Dirty Christmas. You can find tickets there. You can also go to Metro Gallery's page. That is the venue, and get tickets online there too.
Wonderful, wonderful. So that's December the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
7 p.m.
They can hit you up on IG as well, right? To get familiar with you. Okay, so that's the only endeavors you have coming up, December the 29th? Because you always
I'm always
busy.
doing something.
I don't want to move on to get all of these topics, not get into my debating mood. What's up? What's up with you?
Tonight I'm going to be at Art Social Club.
Okay.
They got an event going on there. Talking
I'm
about hip hop and activism. So I'll be doing that. December 23rd, I'm doing a fundraiser for House of Ruth at Wind Up Space. And then the 29th,
So you lined up all December. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. So December the 29th, I want y'all to get familiar with it because that's a donation joint. Yeah. And you got something tonight with the Art Social Club. Yep. I'm gonna try to come out tonight. Is that free?
No, but holla at me.
Okay, good. All right. So I know you are very familiar with, being a reporter, right?
Yeah.
So you're working with right now the Real News Network.
Yep.
So tell me how you're affiliated with them, how they came about.
I've been there a couple years now. I started out with my show, The Whole Bushel, where I was like I sat down with performing artists and we ate crabs. But you also got to see the artists perform. But I interviewed, But when I interviewed the artists, I didn't want to ask them like typical questions. You know what I mean? So we would talk about politics and talk about, social justice or things going on in the community. And a lot of artists are like myself. Like they're artists, but then they're also involved in, different things. So So that was, I started out doing that at the Real News, and then started doing a little bit of reporting about maybe like a year into it. And then so right now I'm doing like arts and culture there, and actually working on writing like rhymes, like doing some rhymes on like different topics and stuff.
I like that.
So this week I recorded the first one, and looking into doing that kind of stuff. So that should be fun.
So you did bring up that how your show started with
Yeah.
talking about political views. It is artists that do enjoy it. So do you feel like what's your views on artists that do like it? As far as like Kanye West, Common, KRS-One, Diggable Planets when they came cool like that. I'm cool like that. So what's your thoughts and your views on even artists like R&B artists, any kind of artists, any poets? So what's your views on people like Kanye? Right now, his relation with Trump, people are not feeling it. Do you think it's good to mesh the two? Because it's always been, for me, hip hop has always been politically charged.
Yeah. I think it's important, man. I think I feel like we're all living in society, right?
Right.
So like we're all affected by politics. Like I always tell people, no matter whether you like politics or not, every aspect of your life is in some way affected by politics. You know what I mean? So whether you are engaged or not, you're still going to be affected by it. You know what I mean? So the decisions, laws that are passed, things that happen, you are affected by. So I think that when artists get involved and artists start speaking out, getting engaged, I think it's important because people follow them and people are listening to them. You know what I mean? So I think, I think it's crucial. It's like freestyling. You know what I mean? I don't require that artists do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think it's real dope when artists do get involved. I don't personally agree with what Kanye is doing, but I get it though. You know what I mean? I understand it. Like, and I mean nobody else is doing it. You know what I mean? Him and Kim Kardashian have actually gotten people pardoned and stuff like that. So, his whole intention with prison reform, I think is important to pay attention to. Whether or not Trump is actually going to move on anything, that's a whole other issue.
Absolutely.
But the fact that he's engaging, I think is important.
I totally agree. You see, I got my little cards.
Kids
So
see you
what?
guys.
I think the last time I seen you, it was around voting season.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? What are your views on voting? Because you get a lot of people who say that it don't count, it don't matter. You get a lot of people say, well, it do matter because they wouldn't try to take it away from you.
Yeah.
So being as though you're big on social issues and injustice, how do you feel about voting?
I think it's important. I think we gotta vote. I think that there are a bunch of different ways to get involved. You know what I mean? Like you can vote, but you can there's also legislative session in Maryland which takes place between January and April. That's in Annapolis. That's when they're going down there and voting on new laws, getting things passed, approving budgets and stuff like that. I think it's important to pay attention to that stuff. I think it's important to, do work in, in your immediate community. You know what I mean? I ended mine. Nobody's watching.
Mine was actually lit.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people should vote, but it's not the only way, to get things done. I think people think that it doesn't do anything because the system, there's corruption in the system, there's corruption in everything.
Absolutely.
But if you look at right now in Congress, we have the most newly elected women congresswomen now. They're more diverse, you know what I'm saying? That happened from voting, you know what I mean? Even, people who celebrate Obama, or whether you celebrate him or don't, but, his election is because people voted.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. When wages get raised, when new money comes into communities, to rebuild infrastructure and stuff like that. That's because people voted. When we had the uprising here a few years ago, people were upset with the mayor at that time, Stephanie Rollins Blake. But Stephanie Rollins Blake, she was doing the best she could, but at the same time, only 12% of the people actually voted for her. I mean that election in the primary, only 12% of the voters actually showed up to vote. And she got 7% of that. And that's how she became mayor. And in the general, it was like 25% turnout. You know what I'm saying? So when the uprising happened, you started to see people get more involved and pay attention. So, the people elected Catherine Pugh. And, I know people don't agree with everything she does. I don't agree with everything she's done, but she has done a lot that other mayors haven't. You know what I mean? Her initiative with
Absolutely.
Squeegee Boys. She's doing this affordable housing initiative. She has this call to action meeting that she holds. I think it's once a month or every couple weeks. Okay. And it's basically like 7:30 in the morning. It's all of these community groups that come to City Hall and sit down and they figure out, what do people need in their communities. You know what I'm saying? So there was like the small grant that she got. So for smaller nonprofits, it's harder for them to apply for grants. Like the process is tedious. There's like a lot of paperwork. So they created an easier process for smaller amounts. You know what I'm saying? For groups that, they may not need a big, $25,000-$50,000 grant. Maybe they just need $5,000 or $10,000. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that are able to happen because people voted. You know what I mean?
So voting does matter, absolutely.
We became the first city to ban water privatization, which basically means they could have been able to outsource our water. You know what I mean? And basically charge us to charge us different amounts to have water. Okay. You know what I mean? So Baltimore banned that. That's the city council. Those are people that were voted in. You know what I mean? So I went off on a tangent, but voting is, I think it's important.
No, you didn't. You went off on great points because it's very clear that housing is is important. And right now, I don't think people understand that. Because I think a lot of I had Christopher Burnett here, and he was talking about how he's into getting into, I think he has a plan where he's involved with the housing process where they can't just put you out. You remember you used to ride by and stuff is out on the side of the street. Like a lot of things have changed when it comes to the housing and the programs and things of that nature. So to know Pat Pugh has something to do with or is now working towards that, that's a big deal. Yeah. And I think a lot of people aren't familiar with that. Yeah. I just wanted to bring that up because I had a lot of guests or a lot of people who watch that don't think voting matters. Yeah. But it's very clear, so you didn't go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
So that's what's up.
Man, you got to get out there and vote, and and just pay attention in general. It's important.
So it seems like politics has always been something that you has just been a part of, and
my mother was active, community wise, and I kind of got into politics because after high school, I went to the Navy. I was in the Navy for 4 years, and when I came home,
I don't think I knew that.
And when I came home, I was like, I just felt like there was so many things going on in this country that, as somebody who has served and been in the military, I felt like as a civilian, I could, get involved and make an impact. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in the military, you can't you can't protest. You know what I mean? You can't petition or stuff like that. So I was like, okay, so I got involved. At the time, we had a Republican governor and a Republican president, George Bush and Bob Ehrlich. And there was so much going on, so I got involved through healthcare first. I was working for the union, 1199 SCIU. It just, it's important. It's important to me.
Absolutely.
It always has been.
But, you know, I'm a big Kanye West fan, but
Yeah.
I definitely
Me too.
don't agree with everything that he do. But I still feel like I'm glad that he has the balls, like,
Yeah.
to actually use his platform, because you can lose fans, you can
Yeah.
lose money, you can lose endorsements. There's so many things that you can lose behind your personal feelings and you actually putting that out there
Yeah.
with your platform. So that's
Yeah.
why I think I'm a big nut
Yeah.
freak when it comes to him or debating about him and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
you
totally.
dig it?
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, it's important that he's making the conversation happen. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Whether you agree with, you know, the way he does it or his position or whatever, it's like nobody else is going up to the White House to talk, going up to the White House to talk to Trump.
Absolutely.
Not from the music community. You know what I mean?
And that's why I felt like it was good to bring that up, because to me, hip hop has always been art telling and politically charged.
Yeah.
You know, do you feel that it's lessened over the years, that a lot of artists are scared to go that route?
Yeah, I think.
Or it's not going to sell.
Yeah,
because
think,
you still are. Excuse me. You're still politically charged, and you're very popular.
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of artists who are making money are afraid to come out and say stuff, because, you know, some of their money is coming from, you know, the very people who are oppressing us.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? The people who, you know, it's in their interest to keep the poor poor and keep the rich rich. And it's reflected in the music. You know what I mean? You hear people talk about, you know, once they get money and they have money, you know, they're talking down to people who don't have money. And that's like typical. You know, it trips me out that so many hip hop artists now are so upset with Trump, when, you know, a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap has actually wanted to emulate his lifestyle and who he is. You know,
as a businessman.
As a businessman,
absolutely.
as a, you know, as a mogul, and now like he's president, and, you know, I'm not happy about it, but
I'm not happy about it either, right?
You know, it's also a result of, you know, a lot of people didn't pay attention. A lot of people didn't get involved. You know,
right,
some
we
people
really having a conversation because we forgot the cameras was on.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? What's up, everybody? I got Easy Jackson in the building. It's your girl V, the V Mix, and I just think it's something that we have to talk about. So I want y'all to get familiar with Easy Jackson. Right now, his digital album Soul Cannon. That's what we listening to in the background. Yeah. This is your. You said your. Yeah. You got a lot of albums.
Yeah, no, I got.
I'm not even going to
count.
You count them for me.
It's three from Soul Cannon, and then I have 2 solo ones out right now that I put out, and I'll be putting out my 3rd one in February. My 3rd solo album. But this is the 3rd Soul Cannon album.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And
No,
I know
you
you were
good.
talking about we were talking about how, you know, a lot of hip hop artists, you know, it's about the dollar. You know, I think it is about the dollar. But I do take my hat off for all the hip hop artists that can do that. So tell us one thing. So I apologize for cutting you. Tell us something that we don't know about Easy Jackson. How do you get prepared for an album? How do you get prepared to work with Soul Cannon? Like,
oh yeah, that's a good question. With Soul Cannon, like John and Matt, like they will they'll write music, and then most of the time I'll put my rhymes to the music.
oh, okay.
And that process is cool because it's not always like the first draft is usually not what it ends up being.
Okay.
So we go through a process of like, you know, restructuring, you know what I mean, maybe extend this section, or, you know, they might say, well, you know, maybe write something about this or change that part, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, it's a group effort, you know what I mean? We're all kind of like sitting and putting the pieces together, you know what I mean? When I write by myself, most of the time to beats, it changes like per song. Like for me, every song is different. So, you know, the way I write it, or where I'm at, or, you know, what state of mind I'm in might be different. You know what I mean? I don't really write when I don't like get wasted and write. I usually try to write like sober, or I might blaze a little bit. But
that's an old school word. That's a throwback word.
Blaze.
What? That told your age.
I know, right?
So that's your process. So what you wouldn't tell nobody your process is?
Yeah. What's up, Maurice?
You pretty normal.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have like a crazy.
Okay.
I don't have like a crazy process where
No
I'm like,
essentials you need. I need to have some Skittles.
Yeah, nah.
I need some M&Ms. I need to sit around with my fellas. I need to have my woman. I need to have my daughters. You have 3 daughters.
Yeah, I got 3 daughters. Yeah. I just need space. You know what I'm saying? I just need space. I don't like a lot. Yeah, I don't like a lot of distractions.
Okay.
But I also write fast too. You know what I mean? So it doesn't usually take me that long to put together, you know, a verse or a song. If I already have like an original idea in my mind, which, oh man, I came across this girl last night on Instagram and she was singing. I ain't gonna put it out there,
what's her name? You don't want to put it out there?
Yeah, well, I asked her if she would collab with me because I got this idea based on what she was doing, and sometimes that happens, like organically, like something, like somebody will do something that'll spark an idea, and then I'll kind of obsess over it until it's real. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'll get somebody to do the beat, tell them exactly what I want, you know, and then work on it, because it'll be in my head. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all kind of like, it's different per song. Every song is different.
Okay. So, is it something, because you work with a lot of people, so besides her, who else in the DMV would you like to work with? And or how important is it to collab? And to, you know, because you said this is your 3rd Soul Cannon. Yeah. So how important is it for other artists to try to mesh? Or
I mean, for me, like collaborating and working with other artists has made me better over the years. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn stuff from everybody. I think it's always good when you can create something in a group or get something done with the group in a group effort. Okay. I'm from a big family, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of used to it. My mother had 9 kids, so I'm used to
I ain't
working.
Know that with you.
Yeah. So I'm used to working in groups and, you know what I mean, like working with a team. Right now, I would say my team or people that I collaborate most with is like Josh Stokes, Bobby Rush. Shout out my man Mike Even was on here earlier. We did a track together earlier this year. I've worked with Icon of God a little bit.
I just saw him last night. Shout out to Nova Great and Icon.
Yeah, Icon, that's the homie, man. We did a couple tracks together. Chase Ultra, we got a track together on this next album I'm putting out. I just like working with people, man. I really do. Like, it's one of my favorite things to do is collaborate. Because you can push the other artists to bring their best out. The other artists push me to put my best foot forward. And then at the end of the day, we have something that, you know, we could call our own, you know what I mean? And
absolutely.
I just think that's cool. Like, I grew up on, like, Wu-Tang and stuff like that, so, you know what I mean? That whole squad.
Yes, I know. That's my brother. Shout out to my big brother, Vondre. That's his. He totally put me down with everybody. Yeah. Yes. Well, I actually got a chance to meet Wu-Tang. Shout out to Wu-Tang. Shout out to my homeboy, Eddie from New York.
Shout out to Maurice. Maurice just said, iron sharpens iron. That's right.
That's right. That's right. So collaboration is important. If y'all want to get familiar with the V-Mix Radio Show, you can always hit me up on the email. Hit me up on the email. Let me know you are interested. I can shoot you some information. It is fees. These fees actually can produce your video, go straight on YouTube. You have appearance, social media promotions, things of that nature. So go to my website, thevmix.com. Not only do I offer interview services, I offer blog services as well. I want y'all to get familiar. I will be posting my next blog very, very, very soon. So stay in touch with thevmix.com. Also get familiar with Mirror's Lighthouse, okay? So if you see my eyelashes or my makeup is popping, that's definitely because I have on some lashes. It is kind of like a drastic. They popping?
Yeah, it's popping.
Thank you.
Y'all can't see, she got a little glitter in there. Nice.
Thank you. You noticed. You noticed the glitter? You noticed? So I want y'all to really get familiar with thevmix.com. Today is my last show, Easy. You know I'm closing out.
Really?
Not for good. The 22nd and the 29th. I want to be with my family.
Oh, yeah, I feel you.
I want to chill out. I'm coming back next I'm gonna come back with the show on January the 5th.
Okay.
Or the 12th.
Okay. So you take.
I just want to take a break.
Taking a break
because
for the
I'm working on a project. I'm
Mm-hmm.
working on a project. I don't want to put it out there yet. I really want to create it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like not throw this together and be like, bang. I want to be like, oh, let's strategically.
Yeah.
Like, you know how they used to do back in
I
the
feel
day?
it.
Like, you get an album, you got to hold on to this album and go through the cuts, who wrote it, who produced it. Oh, my God, yo, you should know this was this. You know, was the only person doing that?
No, I did it all the time.
Yes.
That's the thing I think is like kind of weird now with music being digital, because you don't get to have that experience of really like sitting down and finding out who produced this
Absolutely.
and where did that sample come from and where was it recorded. You know what I mean? Like I used to like to do that with
That's
with
what I
albums.
used to.
That was my shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think do you feel like that changed now?
Yeah. With digital, like I don't think people care as much anymore. Like you know what I'm saying? I think that music is getting to a point where people it's so accessible. You know what I mean? And there's so much of it out there that people don't value it anymore. People don't even want to pay for music anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like because there's so many streaming sites and you can download stuff for free. That like, people are not looking to buy music, and there used to be this experience of going to Sam Goody and getting the album. You know what I mean?
Going Dorman Mall.
Right, exactly.
They had about 5
Yeah,
stores
they
for
did.
music stores. They had about 5 music stores.
At one point they did. Now it's only one, and that one is like barely holding on. But yeah, you used to be able to actually have an experience with music. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, everybody? What's up? Everybody's Damon came through. V. Vernon Burford
It's
came
saturated. Who's that? Yeah. Yeah, it's saturated.
Oh, who said that? Maurice.
Yeah.
Oh, Nadi, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi,
Donna. Yes.
Yeah, I think like it's real.
It was. I like that word, experience. We did have a great experience.
Yeah.
I think that is the difference with the, if you want to say the state of the music, that's the difference. We actually, when we grew up, it was an experience.
Yeah.
Because it was just like cool like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the Digable Planet, that was so dope. Where y'all go? I want to hear that right now. Like,
I heard they supposed to. I heard Digable Planets was supposed to hit the road again or something.
For real?
Recently, but yeah.
So, with that being said,
Inner City Records, yeah.
That's the name of it. I could not
City
think of it. I could not think of it. So, with the holidays coming up, is it hard buying women gifts, or is it easier buying, your family members like your brothers or your? Is it hard buying?
I don't do gifts anymore. I used to.
Okay.
I'm actually a pretty good gift giver, so it's not really a problem for me. I think it is. It can be harder, I think, sometimes for women because they're picky.
We picky.
Some women.
We can't buy y'all anything. We can't make y'all look crazy. Certain jerseys y'all not gonna wear.
Yeah, that's true.
If I come with something real whack, a number for somebody so lame that been on the bench, I'm like, hey boo, Merry Christmas, take this jersey. And you like, yo, he was on the bench for like, he got traded and then was still on the bench. Do not give me this jersey. Go ahead with that, easy dog. Yeah. Men are expensive, man.
Yeah.
Y'all are way more expensive
no,
than
we
us.
are. Like, men's stuff is expensive.
Especially if you ain't no lane.
Yeah, you're right. You got a point there, yeah. I don't really do like gift giving stuff anymore like I used to. Part of the thing, like the whole idea around Dirty Christmas is like, kind of making fun of this whole holiday. Like I'm not really, it's kind of like, here go my political shit.
No, come on, come through.
It's a capitalist holiday, you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
It is,
it's like,
it really is.
It's all about, companies getting more money from you. People are going out spending money that they don't have, you know what I'm saying? Or stressing themselves out because they don't have it.
Very true.
And it's like, for what? It's really no point, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's really no point. It's a made-up holiday. Like, Jesus wasn't, we already know he wasn't born in December. So it's not, so don't tell me it's about Christ, you know what I'm saying? So like,
that's so true, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
what about all my fans that like Christ? That like these, you gotta, for the fans that like it.
Oh no!
Say no, I'm playing. I only playing.
For people that like it, like I don't knock.
No,
anybody.
it's real though. It's real.
I don't knock nobody. And like I like that people get festive and get, you know what I'm saying.
I think
do stuff.
Yeah.
I think that part is cute, but I just think for me, like growing up, you know, like Christmas for me has never been what you see on TV or what people like promoting. Even people in real life that are like, you know, buying gifts and doing all this stuff, like, you know, they getting behind on their bills to do it. You know what I mean? Or they running up their credit to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know.
Capital One, Macy's, tax season. You love.
Yeah.
I holler at y'all for tax season. Okay, I pay them bills tax season.
Nah, my man Maurice on here.
Naughty, what's up?
Christmas isn't a holiday. It's a way to make money, and the economy gets a boom. Yep.
Shout outs to Nova Gray. Shout outs to all the artists that ever stepped foot in the V-Mix. I really appreciate you. The entrepreneurs that came through the V-Mix. So when I come back in January, I'm coming back with Velvet Vonneverse, and I'm coming back with Amani Philly. So if y'all interested and y'all want to come on a show to get you some promotional footage, to get you some promotional presents, make sure you hit me up on my email. That's thevmix@gmail.com. I'm thankful that you stopped through today.
Yeah.
You got come. I want you to come on. You got to swing back the endeavors that you have.
Yeah.
But if you get a chance to work with any, let's say, national celebrity, like an artist, and you get to work with them, who would be your top three? Like you get to work, collab, and channel your top three artists.
Top three.
You actually channel, meaning like you become that person. You get to write with a person and you get to perform with a person. Your top three artists.
I really like right now. I really like her.
Yes, I went to her concert. I went to her concert. Yes, she was dope.
I want to see her live.
She gave us a lot of good singles.
You know, people been talking about Jacquees this week, yo, and I'm whole time
King of
like,
R&B, right?
Yeah, I'm like, her is the king and queen of R&B for this generation, and nobody is saying anything.
Ooh.
I think she's killing it.
She
you know
is.
what I mean? And very like.
I like that she's mysterious. Like she's not. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what for all y'all know. I don't want to keep putting my bodies and stuff out there. I be trying to wear my t-shirts. So send me t-shirts. If y'all want me to promote your business, y'all can send me t-shirts. Let me know. Hit me up again on thevmix@gmail.com. So I will wear your t-shirt. I will give you a drop. I can sponsor you by wearing your t-shirts, okay? So that's another way service that I will be promoting. So if you want me to wear your company t-shirts, make sure you send them to me. Hit me up if you're interested. Yeah. You know.
Yep.
So we all right. So
so her.
Her.
Black Thought has always been one of my favorite MCs. I like people a lot of times compare me to him, I guess, because there's heavy influence there. Sometimes you can hear it in my rhymes, but I think I've always thought that he's one of the dopest MCs that ever touch a mic. You know what I mean? Thought. And Kanye.
You like?
Yeah, I would love to make music with Kanye. I like the way he works. Yeah.
Cause I think a lot of people do know. Cause at first, he's a producer, but he still makes great music. You know, like he changed it a couple times, and I don't think people give him credit for that. Yeah. So that's why I'm like. What the color?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I feel like there's been so many rappers that were influenced by him. You know what I mean? And when they came out, there was this. Like he got this thing that he used to do, like that a lot of rappers started doing. And it's like stretching out the word. You know what I mean? Something. You know what I mean? And then you saw a lot of rappers doing that. I think he's always kind of been innovative and pushed the envelope of what's next, what's new, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that he loses some people because people still want
that old Kanye.
Yeah, they want that old boom bap college dropout shit. But
blazers and the hoodies.
Right.
That?
Yeah, you know what I mean? With the Louis Vuitton backpack. But, I don't think anybody should sound the same way. None of my albums sound the same, you know what I mean? I think as an artist, you should always be evolving, you know what I mean, and trying to, find that new, that new level or that next level. So I've always respected him for that. Yeah. I agree.
So that's your top three right there. And let's go back to this Jacquees. What do you say? He's the king of R&B. First of all, you only had been out here for how long? 2 minutes. 2 seconds. You can't be. Okay, that's all I gotta say. I feel like everybody brings something, but you can't be the king. You ain't been out that long.
And he don't got no songs of his own. Like
he do a lot of remakes, but he do have a couple little. I don't know if they LP, EPs, or mixtapes or albums, but he have a few. He has a little portfolio. But to be the king, you gotta have songs like everywhere.
I think what he did.
Think?
I think what he did was kind of smart too, because you give people talking and they're paying attention to him. You know what I mean? So absolutely. But yeah, that was hilarious to watch all of the R&B dudes get their panties in a bunch this week.
So what do you think about this scene, about the dating scene?
The dating scene? I think people need to stop dating if they're not healed. I think,
but homeboy DJ Twiz, shout out to DJ Twiz, be saying stuff like that. He was like, you know what, not to cut you off. He was like, yo, I think, you know how you got rules, or you jump in this, you're like 30 to 90 days to have sex. Yeah. So they're like, why don't you have 30 to 90 days of telling people what's wrong with you, or what's hurt about you, or what's broken about you, or what you need, or what's, you upset about. Would you agree with that? Yeah,
I think people need to stop worrying about relationships so much. You know what I mean? I think people need to stop worrying about, who they with, or who they not with, and focus more on themselves. And then, the right people come along that way. I think Tinder is weird. I don't do any of that.
I'm not gonna get to that. Do you do any online dating, social media, your DMs, stuff like that? Like somebody sliding the DMs like, "Easy, what's up? I've been watching you. You was performing with Soul Cannon and and I just wanted to see if I can come out maybe and support you. I mean, I pay my way, as long as you just buy me a drink, maybe."
That happens, you know what I mean? That happens sometimes. But
somebody said, "Don't date local." There's something wrong with these people. But I agree with that. I think people definitely should take the time to heal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And get that song right.
Yeah, I think people gotta focus on themselves first and then get out there and get to dating. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
What would you tell your daughters? You got 3.
I hope they're all lesbians. I swear to God.
Wait! What?
Cause men ain't shit.
You said say it again.
I just don't want them to be with no boys. Like, I just don't. No.
You gotta say it all. He said no. I just hope
no boys. No, I'm joking.
I know.
I'm joking. I think I don't know what I'm gonna tell them when they start dating. I think I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100 with them. You know what I'm saying? My mother did that with me, and my brothers and sisters. Like, they would, my mother always, she talked to us about sex, you know what I'm saying? She very open door, like we could talk to her about anything, and I hope to have that kind of relationship, with my daughters when they start dating, that they could call me and talk to me about anything, because that's real, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we become adults and we forget where our minds were when we were children, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us started having sex early, so, that's a reality to me, and like I said, my mother talked to me about it, so I hope to be able to talk to them about it too.
That's what's up. Somebody said, I don't do online dating. People come off toxic damage, or you can't attract the people you want. Yeah. That's very true. Yeah. That's very true. And yeah, I agree. I'm okay with taking my time to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, in my 30s and having an experience and, trying to figure out what you want is cool. Yeah. But once you get a certain age, it's like your tolerance for certain things is like, I'm not alone. Yeah. I ain't lonely. I got too many great people and friends and family. That's why I'm taking off, y'all, the 22nd, the 29th, okay? I'll be back on January the 5th or the 12th, but I'm coming through with Amani Philly. I'm coming through with Velvet Vonneverse. Ain't that tight? That name is just lit, right? Yeah. I want my chicks to hit me up. I want my ladies, my queens. Well, I ain't need to call y'all chicks, but y'all chicks. I'm sorry. I want my queens. I want my beautiful ladies to hit me up, come through, just kick it on the couch with me. You can sit on this side since this side is pink. You don't gotta sit on this side, but you can sit on this side with me, and we can do our girl talk, okay? On the V Mix. I want y'all to stay tuned. I got a lot of things I'm working on that I'm cooking up. So I want y'all to stay in the mix, get familiar with, again, Mirror Lighthouse, get familiar with the vmix.com. I will be releasing my next blog very, 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 very soon. If you would like me to write something up on you, or if you know, are interested in blog services or an interview, you can go to the vmix.com to get that information, or you can send an email to the vmix@gmail.com. And that's 2 X's for my email because 1 X was taken, okay? 1 X was taken. All right, so again, shout out to all my guests, because again, this is my last show, who has shared this couch with me. Thank you for Radio on Fire for letting me come to you to host my show here. I've been doing radio for now 4 years or more, and I enjoy it. I meet a lot of beautiful people. I don't feel like, I think people don't feel like everyone can be an entrepreneur, but I feel like everyone can be an entrepreneur. I really do. I just feel like everyone has unique superpowers that they can offer. I feel like we all are pieces to a puzzle. I feel like we gotta get like we talking about even with dating, just your relationships with people and collaborating. Collaborating is very important. I think that it's just time for us to collaborate more. So again, my ladies, I want y'all to come through. And hit me up, thevmix@gmail.com. It's 2 X's because the 1 X was taken. I already said that, I know, right? Shout out to my boy Nova Great, Icon. I seen him last night. It was a trap throwback R&B party.
Oh, really?
So it was cool. They played a lot of trap and throwback trap and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to get familiar with Nova Gray. That's my boy. That's my friend. That's one of the artists.
Nova's a dope dude, man.
He's one of the people who yourself and Jersey Sean and all my friends. I really, really appreciate y'all. That when I first started this radio thing, was like, all right, okay, V. All right, I got you. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know what I was doing, yo.
Yeah.
I just was doing. All I knew was when I started, again, shout out to Dana Smith, when I started, it was more like, the music is so healing and influential, but it's so much more that artists go through. Yeah. It's a whole entrepreneur business side of it. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I wanted to share my platform with like minds and artists and entrepreneurs to try to get that driven, because we talked about earlier before the show started how Baltimore have a lot of historical areas. I never knew about Old Town Mall.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I went there last night. Shout out to, I think it's B-Day's Lounge.
Yeah.
I seen that joint. I'm like, I thought it was like the movies. It was a lot of closed businesses though, but it was like the movie, and I was like, I'm in Baltimore. This could. Do you know what we could do if we really come together?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, because all of my videos, I try to shoot them in places, like they all, of course, all in Baltimore, but I always try to pick places that are visually interesting or stimulating, because I don't think people realize how much beauty is in the city. There's so many awesome things that have happened historically that still are happening. There's a lot of natural, a lot of nature, parts like water, bodies of water, forests, paths, parks, museums and stuff that are great. And then you have you got all these rappers that want to do videos in front of abandoned houses and corner stores, and it's like, Baltimore is way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I always try to do that, man.
So, I want you to let us know, before you go, if you got anything you wanted to say about your music, about your collaborations, about the state of the city. Do you feel like Ceasefire and groups like 300 Men and shout outs to all of you, do you feel like they are helping the city? Because I know the murder rate still kind of rises regardless of these groups. But do you think they're needed?
I think Ceasefire is definitely needed. I think the Ceasefire, and at the Real News I've covered a few of the ceasefires. I was actually one of the first journalists to cover it in the beginning. And to me, it was awesome because, like I said, I like collaborations, right? Mm-hmm. And what I liked about the ceasefire was that anybody could get involved. You know what I'm saying? That it wasn't like this is our thing. You know what I mean? We over here, we gonna do our thing, and y'all can't, you can't play with us. It's like it's including the whole city. Like I think the next one that they about to do, shout out Shamika Dream. She was telling me the other night, like the next one they do, they're gonna have like twerking for peace. You know what I'm saying?
I like it though.
You know
Wait,
what I'm saying? Like,
that caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's lit though.
Okay,
like,
I like.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yo, you
no.
know, but like that, you know, that kind of like open-ended, you know, kind of like free form of having one goal, and that one goal being like, all right, let's cut down on the shootings. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody kill nobody this weekend. You know, I think it's a good start, and it's making people pay attention to how serious this is, because we're losing lives. You know what I mean? My man called me yesterday. He was mentoring the young guy who got shot and killed yesterday, the one that was, he was accused of firebombing, I guess, and then he beat that charge. He's 27 years old. He got killed. And just like the pain in his voice when he called me and told me about it, you know, I'm getting sick of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he said to me, he's not from Baltimore originally, like he's from Atlanta. So he was like, yo, I know y'all used to this now. And I'm like, no, yo, you never get used to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't get used to it. You know, it's a horrible, horrible thing. Like, you know, these brothers are out here losing their lives, and they're so young. You know what I mean? Like 27, you know, at 27, like, you got enough time to fuck up 3 times and still be
I
right.
agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
I did. Look, 27 is the perfect age.
You can still fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But like, who knows like where he could have been, and who knows what some of these brothers.
Scooter, how old was he? He was like
Scooter was young
20s.
too. Like, he was in his early 20s. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, these are valuable lives. You know what I mean? That I think, you know, we're losing. So,
and that's why I always gravitated towards hip hop.
Yeah.
Because they always been a genre where it was, and a lot of genres did, jazz, and a lot of genres actually was a way that they channeled what was actually injustice and things that was going on. And I think that's why I'm just a big fan of yours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for coming through the V-Mix.
Thank you.
Hopefully you'll be back, right?
Yeah. Anytime. You already know.
So, how you want to leave tonight? You got a Soul Cannon out right now. You just dropped that in October. You said I think I heard you said you're working on some other stuff. Yeah.
I'm working on another solo project that's almost done mixing, and it should be out in February. But I haven't put a solo project out since 2015, which is Dirty Christmas. That was the first Dirty Christmas. Well, the first Dirty Christmas as an event, and I had put the album out like before that, kind of like as part of that. So I've been working on this project for like 4 years now, and I changed a couple times. Like, I'm crazy when it comes, like I'm wild when it comes to, you know, putting together projects. Like, so I've scrapped it and, you know, redone, like, you know.
Absolutely.
Like, but I
got something like that I'm working on right now. That I started, I stopped. Now I'm lit with it now. I'm like, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna package it with this. Then I'm gonna be right.
So now I finally got the songs that I want to be on there, and we're getting it mixed, and you know, we'll put that out at the beginning of the year with some videos. Should be dope.
You ain't gonna tell us no more.
I mean, it's nothing else
still
really.
You kind of
It's nothing else really.
So Dirty Christmas, you said an event. That's the 4th annual.
Dirty Christmas, 4th annual Dirty Christmas, December 29th at Metro Gallery.
December 23rd.
December 23rd, fundraiser for House of Ruth, which is, you know, an organization that works with domestic violence victims. And then tonight at Arch Social Club.
Okay, so if they want to get to you tonight, how do they get to the Arch Social Club? Do the cost?
Yeah, it's $10 in advance, $15 at the door, I believe. Or maybe it's 15 in advance, 20 at the door. I can't remember.
So hit you up on IG.
But yeah, just hit me up. I'm about to post a flyer. Arch Social Club is on Pennsylvania North Avenue. It's a historic black social club, one of the oldest or longest running social clubs in the country.
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yeah, historic Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yep.
So that should be cool. Jammin' One and a couple other people performing with me, so that should be fun.
I'm coming.
Yeah, come through.
I'm coming. Who is Easy Jackson? Who, you know, for the people who don't know, you know. Tell us who you are. Tell us how you want to close this out.
You're
a reporter. Go for it. Wait, we close it out. Reporter, the Real Network.
That's such a Easy Jackson is Baltimore.
So Baltimore.
I'm so Baltimore. I'm so Baltimore. Crabs, crab cakes. You know, hip hop, lover of all things creative. I love the arts. I love the arts. Visual arts, dance, opera, jazz. I love anything creative. Like, I'm totally interested into it. Yeah, and I just, like, you know, I try to spread love, man. You know what I'm saying? At a time right now where there's so much hate and so much division and people are so caught up on, you know, the negative things that are going on, I try to, like, eliminate the positive. You know what I'm saying? I try to eliminate the positive, and that's who I am, and that's who I will always be.
Y'all can slide in his DMs. He said he
Slide
take all that. So if you ready to date and you healed and you ain't damaged, okay? And if you got 5 Lyft rides, make sure you use your Lyft and then call Easy. Sorry, I'm playing. But again, I thank y'all so much. Again, shout outs to all the artists, entrepreneurs, everybody that came to the V-Mix. I'm just taking off the 22nd and 29th. I'm in the back, like, actually cooking. I'm on, you know, I'm doing something, okay, y'all. I'm not working. The V-Mix is not going away. I'm just taking a couple Saturdays off to get something family time, to get some friend time, to get some work time. Because when you are an entrepreneur, it's easy to do the pictures, it's easy to do the camera, but you gotta put that work in, right? It's still stuff that goes into it behind the scenes. I want us.
You gotta make time for family.
Absolutely,
you gotta make time for your loved ones.
That's what I'm doing. Happy birthdays to all the Capricorns. Happy birthdays to all the Sagittarius and the Scorpios. Happy birthday to everybody. If I didn't get a chance to say happy birthday, Merry Christmas to you all. I don't think I'm buying that many gifts neither this year. So, Mom,
save your money.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry. Just my niece and nephew. Okay, that's it. Get familiar with Mirror's Lighthouse. She's on IG. She not only does eyelash extensions, she has the strips along with bundles. Get familiar with the vmix.com. I am offering interview services and blog services. Whatever you looking at, it's worth it. It's worth it. You got to pay into your network. What you think?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Drop your contact information. I see y'all later. I'm starting the next January off with Amani Philly and Velvet Boniverse. Hit me up on thevmix@gmail.com.
Yep. We want easy@gmail.com. Easy is spelled Easy. I'm at Easy Writer on IG and Twitter. You can hit me up. You can find me. Google me. I'm around.
That's what's up. Google me.
Yeah.
All right, we out. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you all.
Yeah.
That was a good show. Hey! Drop what
Thanks
you doing
for
tonight
tuning
for
in,
me.
y'all.
Drop what you doing tonight.